Would you have enjoyed this format and kind of the buy-in, the shorter format? It's like a sugar rush. You got to race to the finish line, 10-point tiebreakers. The action never stops. Your teammates are talking to you. You might not have liked that part if it was Pete.
Would he have been talking to me? Yeah, we definitely went about our work differently. So the team part I love, right? Like as you mentioned, Davis Cup, you play alone the whole year, and then because two things are happening. You don't want to let your teammate down, but there's also part of you that wants to show them what they may have to continue to worry about for the rest of the year, right? So you're peers, but you're competitors, but you're together, and I think that always brings out the energy and the best in people. However, I would have preferred a longer format, right? Because my game was designed on sort of putting together a narrative and a tapestry, and like this, like sort of like, you know, once that tie break, I think might have had a little stress element to me too.
How's the, because I know Davis Cup, it's a smaller team room. There's a couple guys. Our team was a little bit different. We chose to hang out with each other. But the vibe in the team room here, everyone picking each other's brains, is it just joking around, or is it, you know, what's the vibe on Team World?
You know, the difference between, say, Davis Cup and big picture and this is like, you know, you got cultures that sort of are entrenched in Davis Cup, right? You're around your fellow, you know, your fellow American, your fellow Aussie. Here, you know, you have South American, you have Australian, you have, so it's really in different ages and different stages of careers. So it's really like a ragtag team of just true professionals who are giving and buying into everything in this game, coming together to discuss the details, but also to sort of be the outlet for the other one. And it's listen, it's a great vibe. They're counting on each other. I just can't screw it up. That's so I want to make sure each one can have their latitude to be the best of themselves, and we'll have a great weekend.
How are you preparing for that? I mean, it's just big picture. It's great to see you back in the mix the way you have been the past year and a half or so. It's great to see you around here, but still, this is a fast-moving sport. It's global. You're not watching every match. How are you preparing for this role and saying, hey, listen, what works for Alex Mickelson may not be what works for Taylor Fritz, but I've got to tailor my message?
Well, first of all, I don't have to watch the entire match, right? I mean, I've lived this sport long enough where when I tune in from time to time, I can get a lot of juice out of the time because I understand what's sort of happened. So I do make a conscious effort to stay engaged with the game from that perspective. But I would also say that it's impossible in this sport to parachute into somebody's life and think you're going to make a difference. So like one of the important things for me and for, you know, I think the players is that I take the time to speak to their coaches way leading up to this, to understand how they process in real time, to understand what somebody hears versus what you say, which are two different things, right? As a coach, I could say something and it could be very accurate and very right, but if they hear something different, that's a problem, right? Some people want more, let's say, energy, positivity, you know, not too much. Other people can process. So it really does depend on the player, and you're not going to discover that in a day. So leading up, that's a big component.
So
we got to get him out of here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's got to get back out on the court.
Yeah. All right, fine. That's the way it works.
All right. Yeah, you got one more, and then I'll hustle out. Did you want to ask something?
No, I was just going to say, this might not be something you realize until it's real time, but the TV viewing experience, the banter between captain, players on the bench, that's a big part of it. Have you thought about how much to inject, or is that purely situational?
Oh, it's totally real time. I mean, this shit is real. The only thing I worry about is saying stuff like that, like swearing on accident, right? It's like, because I'm not kidding, and I warned everybody. I said, listen, I got like cursed Tourette's going sometimes. You know, it's an efficient form of communication, right? Sometimes, and I got to be careful. But that's how real it is. Where you know you do have to put up some parameters, but at the same time, you know, you got to get your point across if you know it's the right point, and your guy is hearing it the right way and counting on it.
Well, we can't wait to watch it. Go Team World. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. Screw it. I said it. I did it. Round of applause for Andre.